how to start investing in shares. If you have been interested in investing in shares and you're wondering where to start, this video is for you. In today's video, we are going to share how to open an account, decide whether you're going through the CDS way or the ZD trader, start trading with basic shares, how to choose which shares to buy as a beginner. Hello good people, Jessie is my name and this is the Money and Growth Circle. Here we help you improve your relationship with money so that you can take control of your life, not just your finances. If this is your kind of content, you can join the circle by subscribing. Turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every time we have a new upload. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram where we post every single day. Let's get to the video. What is a share? A share is owning part of a company which is listed in the stock market. And in the case of Kenya, it is listed in the Nairobi Securities Exchange. Once you have put aside your savings for your emergency fund, say in a money market fund or in a high interest earning savings account, then you can consider yourself ready to embrace some level of risk. Disclaimer: investing in stocks or shares is a high risk, but of course, any high risk investment comes with high returns. So you need to look for ways to balance and look for a strategy that will not make you lose your money, but to help you grow your money. In my previous episode, I've shared the different approaches you can have to be able to get into the stock market in a smart way. And if you're not, if you don't have knowledge in investing in the stock market, get a stock broker to guide you through the process. In that case, if you're in Kenya, avoid the ZD trader and go to the CDS approach and get to learn and understand what you're getting into. But the ZD trader is still an option, but if you want to go with it, you need to have engaged an advisor to guide you on how to approach the stock market before you get in and lose your money, or you find your money depreciating. And we're here to invest to grow the money, not to lose. Okay? So we already know that in Kenya you have two options of opening an account to access the Nairobi Securities Exchange. That is the NSE. One, you can open a ZD trader account. I've shared how to open it and a full review of what I think about the ZD trader and compared it with the CDS account in a previous video. You can check those two videos to just understand. Okay, so you decide whether you're going through the ZD or the CDS approach. If you have knowledge, you can go just with the ZD. If you need guidance, I would recommend that you start with a CDS approach. How do you open a CDS account? You can just do a basic search online to search for licensed stock brokers in Kenya, in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. It's going to give you some companies. I'll just highlight a few. We have Genghis Capital. It has been there for years. Same case with Dyer and Blair. Kestrel, which is actually the one handling the ZD trader. Standard Investment Bank, Kingdom Securities, NCBA Investment Bank Limited, Faida Investment Bank Limited, Equity Investment Bank Limited, Francis Drummond and Company. So with the list, you can choose whichever you can take. They operate in the same market. Whichever you choose, the process is the same. I am assuming even most of them now have digitized and everything can be done on the app. So I don't expect it's it's a problem either using the ZD Trader or a CDS account, and you can just use your phone to transact and to do everything on your phone. Next is deciding to open an account. Once you've decided to open an account, this is what you need. For the ZD Trader, you don't need anything because you're already registered under M-Pesa, unless you have to take a new line or you don't already have an M-Pesa phone. When you go to the CDS, you need to have your national ID, KRA PIN, passport photo, and then you fill the broker's application form. It's very convenient, I must say, and easy. You fill everything online, they open the account online, and you get everything to your email. Even alerts, when you buy shares, they send you an alert on email, they send you a contract. It's seamless, if you ask me. So I would actually note the only major difference between a CDS and the ZD Trader is that a CDS takes time before you can open, and the ZD Trader is instant, is more like activating an existing account. The only disclaimer I said in my previous video is that the ZD Trader, you don't actually directly own the shares of the company because they're held under an omnibus account. But when you have a CDS account, you are the actual shareholder. Those are the two major differences that can make you decide which way to go. If you ask me, I would prefer to own the shares myself. Next thing is how to start trading. Before you start trading, you need to decide what kind of an investor are you going to be. Long-term, buy and hold, dividend, who is an income investor, growth investor, speculative investor, conservative or capital preservation investor, or a strategic or portfolio investor who is focusing on diversifying. So here is how to decide. If you're patient, take long-term investment. If you're a busy, passive investor. If you're a risk taker, growth. If you're emotional, avoid trading. As a beginner, here is a checklist you have to consider before investing in the stock market. Is this company real and well known? Does it make profits? Does it pay dividends? How has it been operating for years? Is the business easy to understand? Is the price stable? As a beginner, you start by such basic knowledge of the companies. And for instance, in our Kenyan market, you can look at companies like Safaricom. Yes, they make profits. They pay dividends, but though very small compared to how much they make. Another company is like BAT Kenya. They have been in the market for so long. They have been making profits. They have been paying dividends. They have actually declared dividends, 70 shillings per share. Top banks also have been reporting good profits. Take Equity Bank, Stanbic Bank. Those are banks that have been reporting profits and have also been paying dividends. So when you're investing, look also at the different categories so that you diversify the risk and you also expand to be able to just reap the benefits of the different industries. Once you have an account, you know your goals, you know the shares you want to start with. The next step, for the CDS account, you have to deposit the money. For the ZD Trader, you trade and the money will be deducted from your M-Pesa account. So that's the difference. You deposit the money, and you need to also know that the brokers charge you a commission. So, and also the ZD will charge you some fee, which is slightly lower than the fee by the brokers. But remember, you can't say it's cheaper because at the broker's level, they can help you buy shares, and at ZD, you're buying by yourself. So it's not like you're making a saving. You're sacrificing help from the brokers, and doing the job yourself. And this obviously is good for someone who is a seasoned investor. If you're starting up, ZD may not really be your platform unless you have already understood how to trade. Here are some mistakes that you need to avoid that have costed investors previously. Don't buy because of hype. Don't follow just tips, get to understand. Investing without goals will get you into problems because you'll not be working towards anything, and then you may end up not achieving anything. Putting all your money in one share is a risk. If anything goes wrong, panic selling, quick profit expectation, and thinking that buying shares is a get-rich-quick scheme. Yes, you can be lucky to get returns and high growth in terms of capital in shares. At the same time, they can depreciate. Investing in stock is a journey, not a sprint. If you're starting your investment in stocks or shares journey right now, here is what I would advise. Start small, do your due diligence, seek professional guidance, buy strong companies, invest consistently. We said at least 20% of your income should go to savings and investment. So allocate something for shares. That is, if you already have your emergency fund in place. Be patient, diversify, and track your investment. Your first goal should not be profit. Your first goal is survival and learning. If you participated in our 30-week saving challenge or you're participating in our 52-week saving challenge, you know it has been a journey creating consistency and being able to save and be able to actually have a budget that accommodates saving. So the same way you have been able to achieve the goal of having savings, focus on creating a goal that will give you an investment allocation. Remember, investing is growing your wealth. And I always say, even if people say that is being mean to yourself, if you sacrifice now and enjoy delayed gratification, you will only have yourself to thank later. So, if you can sacrifice your eat out today and invest it, when you get returns, you can use the returns to enjoy the outing that you missed. But remember, you have to invest wisely. If this video has been helpful, consider subscribing, turn on the notification bell, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. In my last few videos, I have shared different aspects of investing in the stock market. That is, for Kenya is the Nairobi Securities Exchange, including the new ZD Trader, compared the CDS account and the new ZD Trader. And my immediate previous video is on how to decide which shares to buy based on your financial goals. If you have missed those episodes, please check them out. And remember to ensure that your notification bell is turned on so that whenever I have a new upload, you will be notified. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.